should I do? I should read my favorite storybook. Little Red Riding Hood is my favorite storybook. See how children are getting engrossed in my storybook. Whenever she gets bored, she wants to go to bed and she always reads me. So I thought of meeting her once for her love towards me. Little Red Riding Hood, I always wanted to meet you. I'm here to fulfill your wish. Do you want to experience my story? Yes, sure. Come with me. I will make you experience my story. Yay! What is it?
So parents, are you ready to go to Storyland? Yes! Children love stories. Stories develop their language and literacy skills.
Stories not only develop their concentration power but also helps in their communication skills.
Story boosts their confidence. So here we have our grade 2 students who are going to present the story of Little Red Riding Hood. This story is narrated by Varanya Nair, presented by Ishmit Sodhi, Araina Singh, Alaina Divekar, Arnavi Pawar and Rudra Pratap Singh.
So parents, let's go to the Storyland.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in a village near the forest. Whenever she went out, the little girl wore a red dress with a big red hood. So everyone in the village called her Little Red Riding Hood. One morning, Little Red Riding Hood, Little Red Riding Hood. I am here, Mama. Did you call me? Yes, dear. Go to your grandma. She is sick. Take her this basket of honey and bread. Okay, Mother. But don't stop in the forest and don't talk to strangers. Do as I say. Go soon to your grandma's house. Okay, Mother. Bye. Bye. Little Red Riding Hood went with the basket in the woods. Along the way, she noticed some lovely flowers. She forgot her promise to her mother. She began to sing, dance, and to pluck some flowers for her grandmother. Suddenly, a wolf appeared beside her. Hello, little girl. What is your name? I am Little Red Riding Hood. Where are you going, Little Red Riding Hood? I am going to see my grandmother who is sick. Where does she live? She lives just across the forest in the first little cottage. Okay, bye-bye, Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood kept looking for flowers, disobeying her mother, who said, "Do not stop in the forest and do not talk to strangers." Meanwhile, the wolf reached grandmother's house. He knocked at the door. Knock, knock. Who's there? I'm Little Red Riding Hood, Grandma. Push the door and come in, my little daughter. The wolf pushed the door and came inside. Grandma got scared. She started running away. But the wolf caught her, tied her up, and locked her in the cupboard. He then puts on grandmother's cap and gets into the bed. He waited for the little girl. A few minutes later, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at her grandmother's house. She knocked at the door. Knock, knock. Who is there? I am Little Red Riding Hood, Grandma. my little daughter. Little Red Riding Hood entered the little cottage. She went straight to the wolf, disguised as her grandmother. In the bed, who said, "Come, little girl, sit here."
Grandma, what big arms you have.
To hug you better, my dear.
Grandma, what big legs you have.
To run faster, my dear.
Grandma, what big ears you have.
To hear you better, my dear.
Grandma, what big eyes you have.
To see you better, my dear.
Grandma, what big teeth you have.
To eat you better, my dear. Ha ha ha! The wolf growled and jumped out of the bed and began to chase Little Red Riding Hood. She ran across the road shouting for help, 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 help. A woodman who was chopping woods nearby heard her cry. He spotted the wolf. He chased the wolf into the dense forest. He then came back to Little Red Riding Hood to get her grandmother out of the cupboard.
Thank you, woodman. Don't cry, my little daughter. Grandma, I was so scared. Now this is a lesson for me. Now I will never disobey mother and never speak to strangers.
This way, Little Red Riding Hood learned her lesson. She never stopped in the forest and never talked to strangers.
Little Red Riding Hood skipped through the woods, skipped through the woods, skipped through the woods. Little Red Riding Hood skipped through the woods with a skippity skippity skip, skip, skippity skippity skip, with a skippity skippity skip, skip, skippity skippity skip. Little Red Riding Hood met a hairy wolf, met a hairy wolf, met a hairy wolf. Little Red Riding Hood met.
So parents, did you all enjoy the story? Such a beautiful moral of the story.